practice and process and all this technology stuff and how to put it in practice. And he's also, if I could summarize it by something that Bill Joy said. So Bill Joy was the inventor of Berkeley Unix. He was also the Chief Technology Officer of Sun Microsystems. And what he said was, innovation will happen, and it will likely happen somewhere else. So not only does Andy, of course, ask Victor for a lot of stuff, but Andy has a healthy measure of, you know what, they can't do everything, so I'll invent some stuff myself. And hopefully that's some of the things that Andy will share with you tonight, is some of his inventions around design and architecture and technology and using all of these types of things. So I couldn't think of anyone really more suitable to really talk about all these things than Andy. I think in terms of the detail, because Andy, by the way, he never sleeps because he works for about 17 companies at one time. So I'm not even going to try to introduce all of those. So with that, I'm going to introduce you to Andy Thomson, who's really a great friend. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a particular honor to be invited to the legendary Archicad University, having corresponded with David a few times over the years, and doubly so to be invited to speak at it. But that would be the famous Thomson humility speaking. What I'm about to present to you, I had to kind of rack my brain on thinking about a theme that led to other projects where I was kind of working as quasi-designer builder. So I was on site getting paid, 100 marks in Danishes and coffee to help realize some of these projects. And at the time, building little weird experimental houses and domes, and that was like a CD drive covered with like Farmer Joe plastic, and I lived inside there until the goats and geese and my buddies and playing to work. So at the time, I didn't have the millions of dollars I would need to build my own house. So I was kind of always dreaming up little things that, what do I really need? To stay warm and dry and have my books not all delaminated because they're exposed to humidity. Have something to cook, a toilet, a bed, just the basics, and always kind of rethinking what these things are. Of course, all drawn in Archicad 4.5 and then sketched over by hand. Then I started working for Archinova in Stuttgart, and they had a pretty interesting approach to buildings. They're really excited about earth-sheltered buildings and passive solar and active solar technology and hot water tubes and all this kind of stuff. When I went back to Canada, it was like they were 50 years ahead of the time, but this was in around 1997, 98. We had a little daughter. She had a cool little crib in the back and a sink in the kitchen. In winter, the crowd kind of cleared out. Most of them went south. We were still there. Then we got another vehicle. Kept experimenting with the same kind of ideas, like removed all the old primitive technology and put in solar panels, put in a Dulux skylight, put in an IKEA floor. Yeah, it was still a ghetto vehicle that we were living in, but it was pretty interesting having a little off-grid building that basically cost less than $3,000, so £1,500, and we didn't pay any rent. Taking all of those ideas and thinking, well, how can we turn that into a building? We started modeling this in Archicad, getting input from my daughter, and what would this thing look like if we had an off-grid trailer that was kind of a building, so we could reduce costs and do all the same kind of interesting technology that you find in RVs. And this went through a whole series. And the reason I'm interested in showing the progress of this thing, I'm not embarrassed of the early stuff because it's showing what happens in Archicad. You can keep looking at something and looking at something and making it better and making it better. And every iteration, it only gets better. Even after something's built, this we're lucky because it's a prototype, so we'll get many chances to improve on it. But in something like this that is so dense, the technology that's in there, every square inch is full of stuff. So to find out how we could build this thing and work in all the technology and still try and keep costs down was vital that we modeled every single wire and switch and pipe in this unit. Again, an early rendering, a later rendering, with some landscape, and then the real thing. This really helped our builders. In fact, they cared less about the drawings. In fact, they were almost completely uninterested in the drawings, which I understand is normal. And we spent a lot of time just looking at the model on site because there was no way they could understand how all this stuff fit together without using the model. That was about the density of the back end and all the ways to model.